Hey everyone, welcome to the July 2020 update for my Portal 2 speedrun tutorial playlist. Since the release, since I made the playlist back about a year ago, there are 4 major new routes in the game. And so this video is just going to cover them sort of briefly. It's going to be on the shorter side, but there's a few important routes that are either faster or save time. So, right off the bat, we're going to start with Laser Over Goo. This map is in Chapter 2. It's one of the earlier maps, and the route I'm going to cover is actually just a quick route alternative. It's actually slower than the fastest route, but it is easier once you can get it down. So, if you want to do this, once you go here, just shoot here, like you're about to do the hard route, and then hit the button, grab the cube, just set it about there. And then you shoot a portal about here. Try to shoot it at the top. It will make it easier. Get inside the portal and then shoot. This will put you in the exact same position relative to the portal, which is important for what we're about to do, because we're about to do a stuck launch. And the way you do it here is you look about here, maybe like, I don't know, 45 degrees. Just look up at about this line and then tap W. If your portal's up, you should be raised up high. And now what'll happen is if you shoot a portal here, you'll be stuck in the wall for about a minute, or for about a second, not a minute. And then once you're stuck in the wall, what you have to do is shoot your blue portal 3 times here, shoot the orange portal there, and then you'll be released from the wall with about 600 speed, and you'll have to grab the cube and jump. This is, it's a bit tricky, and because of a weird glitch in the game, I can't show it off in slow motion, but it looks like this. Sorry. I messed up a little bit, but generally the route will look like that. You can also shoot the portal like 4 times if you have time, and you'll have more speed. But something to note is it's just a bit of a weird route in terms of kind of getting a feel for it. And also if you hold W for too long, if you hold W for too long, you'll just get bopped out of the portal, which you don't want. You want to get stuck, so just tap it.
Good.
Whoops, I messed up. So that's that route. This is really another minor route. You can just keep doing, if you can get this route, you can do that. That's still faster. And, you know, there's still other routes like doing that. But now we'll move on to another route. This is actually one of the first routes that was found after my speedrun tutorial. This map is Flings. It is, again, in Chapter 2, but it's a bit later. So, before this, the route was to do a triple reportal. And there wasn't really a backup. There were other routes, but they were very slow. And hitting 3 reportals in a row is actually quite hard. So, and now there's another route. There's actually a few variations, but basically, shoot your orange portal really anywhere on this wall. It doesn't matter. Just make sure it's touching the bottom. So shoot like near the bottom, because that has to be touching the bottom. Now, you're most likely going to need CL show pause for this. You're going to want the first number in your angle to be 63, somewhere around 63, and you're going to want to be looking roughly like just straight forward, straight on, but it's not too precise. So once your angle is 63, and you'll notice the orange portal is there, so we're going to be shooting blue for this, just hold backwards and shoot blue, and you should get stuck on the floor. Now you're going to do a super reportal, which consists of, you're going to shoot blue right about here. It's not too precise again, but you want to be close enough to where you're in the portal, but you don't want to shoot it like here, because then you'll just get unstuck immediately. So shoot a blue portal here, then shoot an orange portal here anywhere on the wall, ideally 5 times, but hitting 5 shots can be quite difficult, so if you're newer, you might only be able to hit 4. So that'll look like this. Oh, I missed. But and then also, once you've done that, you want to do a strafe up here. There's a weird invisible wall there, which means that you'll have to strafe around that. And also, the strafe is also quite hard. Okay, actually, you might want to start shooting here instead of there. So let's say, like, you can't hit the strafe or something, or you fall off. There is another backup route. In addition to just doing one reportal, something else you could do is get into this corner, look at, I believe it's this line on the wall, and then just hold W. And that'll button glitch the button. And you can go here, and just go to the end. So that's that. I'm just going to do this route one more time. Oh wait, I need to disable that. So this one more time. Oh. Oh wait. No, you do need 5. Right, well if you can only do 4, then just fling up to this surface. Do the button glitch. And then do the other fling. But if you hit 5... I keep doing 4. Also, crouching might make that easier. There we go, that's pit flings. On to the third route. This one is a doozy. Okay, so this map is Conversion Intro. This is near the end of the game. It is the second to last map in Chapter 7. And this is actually the one route you'll need Developer 1 for this one. I have a button. My 4 button just toggles on Developer 1. And also, you'll need a command called con times 3. You'll probably want that in your audio exec because the default value for con times is 8. And if you do that, then the Developer 1 text will kind of like interfere with your CL Showpause text, and you can see that gets quite ugly. So con times 3, probably want to put that in your auto exec. And I would just turn that on at the beginning of the chamber. And so for this route, this is an advanced route, by the way. And it only saves about 20 seconds, so if you're not too comfortable with it, I don't know if I'd recommend doing it, but
I thank you for your cash.
The route. Thank you for the subscription. Alright, so this is where the route changes. Normally you just go up here to the end of the level, but for this route you're going to want to shoot a portal there. And I shoot a blue portal there. Technically it doesn't matter, but shoot a portal there, go through here like normal. And here, shoot an orange portal on the ground. And that surface right there, you want to do... Oh, what is it called? I think it's called a flip shot. But basically, shoot a blue portal as you're going through the orange portal. It should look like that. So you want to shoot after you go through the portal, actually. The timing can be a bit weird. But anyway, do that, and then shoot the orange portal there. And this can be kind of weird, because the movement through this portal, it's real easy if you don't shoot that portal right to just fall down. And once you fall down here, you can't really get back up. So make a save here. The best way to do that is to just crouch as you go through, and then you should make it here. Or if you don't, you can just like edge yourself on here, and then do a portal stand, and then just jump through. Okay, right here. This is the part where video settings might be important. This is what my video settings are on. I believe shader detail needs to be on high. I could totally be wrong about that, but those are my video settings. And that might change some things for this setup. Okay, so this wall, it might be very hard to see, but there's a bit of a backwards 7 there that is slightly lighter than the rest of the wall. You want to shoot your blue portal roughly in the corner of that 7. It's not the most precise shot in the world, but you'd want to get it right. And then just go on through. Okay. Fun fact, this trigger here, we're gonna do a trigger stuck, which is a cool trick that, I mean, the specifics don't need to be explained, and I don't really know them. But basically, you leave the trigger and then enter the next frame, or next stick. So, back to CL show pause. You want to get in, like, the left side of this orange portal and crouch here, and you see the second number in your position. You want that to be as close to 976.35 as you can get it without going over. It can also be like 976.31. Really anything between 976.3 and 976.35 should work. But that's what developer 1 is here for. So you'll notice, actually I think that might be blocking it. I don't know if you can see, but you'll notice at the top it says ignoring object player because its velocity is outside the threshold, and then it says object velocity 0.0. You'll notice if I move around, that number is updating to whatever my current velocity is. But once we get to 976.35 roughly, and if you just jump, if object velocity is stuck at a number that is not 0 and you're not moving, that means you got it. So right now it's at 0, which means bad. It's 0, which means bad. Now it's at 27.4, that's good, and it'll go away in a while. So, that is the first part of this trick. Now here's the second part. Right, okay, yeah. Oh, right. Also, one thing to mention, if you leave the trigger and go back, you'll have to do trigger stuck again. And sometimes you'll need to try it a few times. If it doesn't work like 5 times in a row, you might want to retry, but... Okay. Right here, you'll notice the, like, weird parts of the texture. You want to look about right here. I don't know how easy that is to see with the crosshair, but you want to be about right there. And also, this is something else. There's another command that I'll put in the description, but basically the command allows you to toggle slow movement, which can be really useful for lining up precise things like this. So, once you're looking there, you want to reshoot your orange portal at about this spot. You see where like the dark line kind of has an uptick. You want to shoot it roughly in the middle of there. And now you want to look at this line horizontally, or well, this line vertically, and you want the second number in your angle to be about 118.5.6. Really any number about mid 118 should work. And just hold W. And if it looks exactly like that, it worked. Actually, wait, this might not work because I've waited too long. Maybe it did. Oh, no, it didn't. So yeah, I should probably go over what I'm doing before I do it. So, you get to 118.54, you walk in here, and then immediately after you get stuck, you reshoot the orange portal on the top surface. That didn't work, because I like moved a bit in the opposite direction beforehand, or afterwards. There we go. Oh yeah, that also didn't work because I didn't get stuck deep enough in the wall. There we go. So once you've gotten stuck deep enough, you should be stuck here theoretically indefinitely until you let yourself go. So you want to shoot your blue portal roughly at about this point on the wall, or slightly more to this area. Just, you know, about there. And you want to shoot your orange portal here 14 times. 14 or 15. Technically 15 works, and that's a bit safer, but 14 is faster. So 14 times, or when your velocity is 2800. Now, to shoot your blue portal here. And strafe onto this catwalk. And there's a trigger about here. It's invisible now, but there's a trigger that you have to hit to open those doors. And that's lemon skip. And you just complete the rest of the chamber like normal. Again, that is more of an advanced trick. It saves about 20 seconds. I'm not sure if I could recommend doing that, especially if you're a beginner. But hey, you know, give it a shot. If it's consistent, go for it. Alright. Oh, someone says... I don't know, someone mentioned, like, when you're in here and looking at this point, the verticality of your crosshair doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. But just... if you do it like I did it, it should work. It's a bit finicky, though. Alright, on to the last new route. That is actually the map right after conversion intro. But 3 gels, there's a new route for the ending of the map. So you just do the beginning of the map like normal. You can do it like I'm doing it, or another way if you have one. But the route is going to change. If you do this route, it's an alternative to the stuck launch. So it's more of an advanced route, but it is on the easier side of the advanced routes, I would say. So just do the stuck launch however you do it. And then once you're up here, instead of shooting the portal in the normal spot, shoot it there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a surface there. If you can't hit that shot, it's not important. Just that's the optimal thing to do. And then this pipe, hit it at about there or higher. And then you should slope off just right to shoot a portal there. And you'll end up here. This is like the CM way to get here. Challenge mode. That's just the fastest way to get there. And the reason we didn't do that normally is because we needed the gel to do a stuck launch. However, now there's a super reportal. So GLaDOS is going to talk. Shoot a portal there while she's talking. And then look at the paradox poster, because you have to. Alright, now, this route. So you shot that portal there. Go through it. Shoot a portal on that wall. And then just shoot that portal anywhere to get it out of the way. Now go about here. You're going to want the second number in your angle to be about 150.8 something. Doesn't matter too much what it is, but 150.8 something. And then shoot the orange portal, and you're going to want to land up here. When you shoot this blue portal, shooting it as right as possible will help with that. So, if you shoot anywhere in this corner, it will automatically place your portal exactly there, which is helpful. So just shoot about there. Back up into this corner, and look at this spot. You'll see the darker band around the vat in the corner there. Look exactly there. And from now on, don't move your mouse. Jump through the portal, hold back and right, and then crouch so that your lineup, or your crosshair is roughly here. Now you're going to want to save, and the actions you want to do is hold back and right at the same time. No, back and right click at the same time. And then, or wait, let me just do it. That's what it's going to look like. So, if you hold back and right click at the same time, when you shoot the portal, you should get stuck in it. And then you're going to want to shoot here, just for timing, because you're holding right click. You shoot a portal there, and then just anywhere on that wall. It should look like this. And you should get stuck. It might not work. If it doesn't work, try it again. It might work. So once you're here, shoot your orange portal about there, and shoot your blue portal on this wall anywhere 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you do it really fast, this door will still be opening, so you'll have to wait for that to open. But once the door is open for you to get through, just shoot your orange portal and strafe through here. There's an invisible wall that you'll have to walk on, make sure to not fall down like there, because that would be a soft lock. Just go here. There's that. Let me do it again. Whoops. And from an earlier point, it'll look like this.
Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them. I know how we can beat him.
Whoops. I messed up there, but it worked anyway. Sometimes I guess you can just get stuck earlier. So yeah, that's the route. And that's, as far as I know, that is all the new routes that I have not covered in my speedrun videos. So, also as I said, the command for like the slow movement, it's a toggle command where you like push a button and then you can start moving slow, and then push a button, stop moving slow. That'll be in the description, and that'll also be the end of the video. Who knows, maybe I'll do this again in a year. I will.